Okie dokie, let's go for it.
Now let's talk about this little stem here. This is a wake stem, and I'm pretty sure I bought this at the time on eBay in Great Britain. Pardon me, I just want to tighten the bolt. If the tool ever will come out for me. Just a second, I'll be right back. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. So, right, I want to tighten this down well so it is not moving. So that's it, nice and tight. Okay, as I was saying, I must have bought this on eBay in Britain, and the reason why I'm saying that, because clearly even today, if you want to buy anything that comes from China, there seems to be a lot of more vendors in Britain that have established posting connections, and it was easier, it was cheaper, and those things were like, they were so cheap. I think I paid £3 for this. This might have been pre-COVID. I'm not sure. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is take away some of this red anodization, and since this is aluminium, I can reveal some aluminium polished surface, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with a 240, and I'm going to try to do this dry. Why am I bolting this together tightly? Because I want these two surfaces to be flush, because that will look much nicer with the polished surface, fit and finish, quality, appearance. Let's talk about perceived quality, okay? That's one of the things that in the car industry is very important, is like, what does it look like? And you see that this was machined in this direction, and this was not machined at all. So we see the sort of like sanding marks going this way, and it's offset, and the eye picks that up, so therefore this seems to be a low quality item. But the only difference is that I can fix this by making this flush properly. But I obviously need a plan. And you see how offset this is here, reveals this immediately. So I'm getting rid of this offset, and that's I'm doing with the 240. I'm gonna add water because it'll just goes much easier with water. So let's go for it. It's important to make a job as simple as possible for you. Otherwise, you will not enjoy it. I'm wondering whether this 240 is even too nice for it, but it's easy to go too coarse, and then you're creating more problems for yourself in the future. So I'm being a bit patient at the moment. I'm focusing on the joint, on these two parts. I want to get this down to one surface first. So this is obviously a little bit unfair on the paper. This is asking the paper to do a bit too much compared to what it's supposed to be doing. And it's unfair on your arms, because that doesn't look like much, but it's actually quite hard. One of the keys is to have a good cleansing process. That meaning enough water. You see how much material I'm already shedding. And my plan is just to do one surface, which is the outside surface, and then I'm going to run this for a while, and see what happens. I might even do one side only. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be even cooler. Okay, I need something to soak up the water. Because after all, this is cardboard and it doesn't like water. Here we go. I should find a fresh piece, but at the moment I'm sitting down with dirty hands and don't want to. You already see in the process, because I am quite methodical, and I'm also really aware of my tooling direction, meaning I need to make sure I'm applying my tool flat, otherwise I'm creating more harm. The eye wants to have a nice, perfect surface. We're getting there. This will work. Okay. It's just a little bit elaborate. Elaborate. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. In order to minimize error, I am alternating the direction of move, but it doesn't take much away from the fact that the oval flushness is right there, and that's what I need to balance. Now these are two different pieces of cast. Of course, how could they be flush? They're coming out of two different tools. What do you want? I mean, this part costs £3. That means the factory in China must get about 50 cents for it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely only going to do one side today, because, you know, I find this process boring. Apologize. Okay, thanks for staying here. Thanks for suffering with me. I'm thinking I should try another piece of paper that might still be a bit more powerful. We're moving to a fresh location of the cardboard. The cardboard after this job will be toast, but we got plenty, so. When you do this, there will not be completely mirrored surface, but that's not needed. It will be slightly oak-crown in every direction of my movement. That would needing to be machined properly, but I'm not going to machine obviously. So you see, this is not a walk in the park. It is work that needs done here. The hardest part is the first. You must have a perfect surface. But this is actually much worse than I thought it is. Sorry, it would be. I thought it was easier. I'm going to find another piece of paper, just because that's partially too worn. This is good for many things, but if you're needing to be really taking material down, then you don't want to have a compromised tool, which I do have. Okay, so let me find a fresh. First of all, let me double check whether this is where you can see. Okay, seems to be all right. So, fresh sandpaper. Pardon me. I like my surroundings clean, and sometimes that means that there is extra effort required for keeping things clean and tidy. So bear with me. $800. Nope, I need a 240. $600. Did I? This is even coarse. Okay. It should be in order, but there is no cut pieces. So we need to have a look in here. $600, $400. Not looking so good. Nope, I might be out. I apologize for the wait. Seems to be not present. And I am in order here, so 600 and so on. I have about everything but a fresh 240. So means we continue with what there is. See what's in here. Okay, shopping. Need to go shopping. No, we are definitely not. We're we're not in luck. So I have to 180. Oh, okay, let's go with 180. That's a bit funny. And of course, this is how I cut my pieces with my mom's, may her soul rest in peace, kitchen knife. So let's go and start with the 180. So this should actually make quick work of this. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Okay, so let's go. Wow, that is brutal. That's it. So much better, okay? As I keep saying, use the right tools and you shall finish earlier. It's still hard work. It's still hard work, trust me. And the worse the casting, the more work it is. It will be nice. Oops, don't do that. So the end of this tool is near, because there's still the sander marks of that to be taken care of later. So that should be sufficient. Now I just need to make sure that this dip in the middle here can be addressed. This dip here. But here we are sufficient. Now I'm going to include this surface here. Start from there. I think my cheap Chinese sandpaper already is giving up. Look at how crooked all of this is. It's completely out of whack. That will be the only two surfaces I'm gonna do here. It's just too wonky. But I don't want to go with a file there because no. All right. So for the conclusio, I'm starting again from here. So flat. That's good. Okay. Then I'm gonna go this way. So hard. Okay, start again. Conclusio. This time it's final, so this is the last pass in this direction. So this is the flat side. Okay, good. That's it. Now we're gonna go this way only. Not doing it for me. It's not taking it off. It must be really bad. So what do I do? Let's see. I need to persist. I need to be patient. I need to do it. I'm glad I switched to the 180. I'm glad I found the 180. This would have been really painful to continue with the 240 even. Okay. I already lost my mojo here. I already lost it. Sometimes you have these ideas and they seem to be clever ideas until you do them and they're not so clever anymore. And then you notice why nobody is doing it other than you. Right. I think what this video illustrates is how hard this is. Uncut. It is hard. The hard stems from me not compromising. But I have an idea. Why don't I just give this a little... chamfer. So one. That works. Almost. Should have used the file first. But that opens up another whole freaking can of worms. Anyway, so this will be the only side that will be done here. That is already absolutely clear. And I'm going to conclude the filming. Because I think, meanwhile, I'm moaned enough so that you know that this is actually not all that simple. Okay, I think you see where this is going, and obviously I'm going to go down 240, 400, 600, all the way up to 3000 and polish, and I show you the final result. Okay, thanks for watching, take care, have a good day.